Well, campaigners are targeting London's underground network on their third day of demonstrations in the capital in an effort to force action on climate change. So far, at least 290 people have been arrested in the capital, I should say. Demonstrations also happening in other cities around the country. Let's go live to Waterloo Bridge and our correspondent there, Ashish Joshi. Ashish, what's going on?
Well, the arrests have just started taking place. Adam, if I can just ask the camera to pan round. This is only the second person I've seen who's actually been forcefully removed by police officers. Most of the people this morning have voluntarily agreed to go into the police vans with these police officers. They've just been walked there. This is only the second person I've seen who has actually been forcefully removed. We'll see if we can get a little closer. There have been a handful of arrests, maybe 7 or 8. A couple of these vans have taken some demonstrators away. I'll see if I can get to that lady. Madam, you agreed. Can I not talk to? Okay. Police officer just telling me I can't talk to these people. But she was one of the people who agreed to be accompanied by police officers into the van. That was the point I was trying to make. Let's go back to where the protest is continuing. It's very calm. Police officers moved in. They had leaflets. They spoke to the demonstrators, and they said that they were in breach of a public order offence. They identified the ones who would want to be arrested and be taken away to a police station. As I said, the man we saw who was being forcefully removed, that was only the second one I saw being taken away in that way, but the others have just agreed to walk with police officers to the police vans and taken away to a West End police station for processing. So you can see this is the situation here live. The police have moved in and they are identifying people who want to be or are happy to be taken away to police stations and to be arrested. The warning from British Transport Police, they put out on social media, they were expecting tube stations to be targeted by the environmental protesters, the climate change protesters. They've said they have reduced the capacity for Wi-Fi across the network in central London on the tube network, and that is an indication of how seriously they're taking the threats to target London's transport system. But certainly as far as the situation here on Waterloo Bridge is concerned, much the same as it has been for the last few days. The Metropolitan Police have now said that the condition they imposed at the beginning of the week, that means making it unlawful to protest here, they have extended that condition up until Friday. They are asking these protesters, these activists, to go to Marble Arch, where they have a designated area. Obviously, they want to make their voices heard, so they are staying here and waiting to be arrested.
OK, Ashish, thank you for that latest report. Well, here with me now is one of the campaign coordinators for Extinction Rebellion, the people doing the demonstrations, Robin Borman. Welcome to you. What's the point?
Good morning, Adam. The point of the rebellion today is mass civil disobedience. It's to wake the public up to the severity of the crisis that we face. And when I say severity, I mean the potential extinction of the human race.
Right, it's mass civil disobedience. It's not actually mass, is it? It's a few thousand people coming up from the provinces for a day out in London, in London's case, and in other places. This is not mass disobedience, it's mass inconvenience for millions of people. 500,000 people, it's estimated yesterday, have been inconvenienced.
Thousands of people are out on the streets to tell the truth. To tell the truth about what's happening. Thousands of people are out on the streets
how many?
to tell the truth. Thousands of people. Right. I don't have an exact figure. Thousands of people are out on the streets to tell the truth that we are in a climate and ecological emergency and that millions of people are going to die.
But you think we don't know that?
Sorry, do you hear what I just said? Millions of people.
I say you think we don't know that. I mean, children are taught in schools about problems with the environment and climate change. It's on the television on a daily basis.
Children are not taught
in schools. But you've decided...
I was not taught in school.
You've decided... Well, you're not at school anymore.
I'm 21 years old. I've just left school, OK?
But it is taught in schools.
And I was not taught in school about the severity.
We've got Climate Change, The Truth, a television programme on BBC One this week. You've suddenly decided that other people don't know about these issues. They do.
The severity of the issue is not being talked about.
You think it's justified to inconvenience millions of people
Absolutely.
because they don't know something which actually they do know?
Absolutely. We're severely, we're deeply apologise to the people that are disrupted. We don't want to disrupt Londoners' lives, but when there is an emergency, when there is a fire in a theatre, someone has to disrupt that theatre and tell the people that there is an emergency.
If you are worried about climate change, why are you causing traffic jams and targeting public transport today?
Mass disruption is the way to get people's attention. People need to be aware of the issue they are facing.
So is public transport a good thing or a bad thing?
Public transport is part of the future that we need.
So why are you disrupting it then?
It's a part of the disruption that needs to happen. Yeah. Millions of Londoners use the transport system every day, and that needs to be disrupted. It needs to be highlighted that we are facing the deaths of millions of people.
Is it good news or bad news that West End traders are saying that they've lost this week as a result of your action some £12 million?
Economic disruption is key to how the change is going to happen. Governments and the financial district in particular is not going to listen to people. We've seen this over and over again.
So economic disruption is a good thing. So who's going to pay to put the world to right then?
This country has a responsibility to people all across the world and to the people in this country to tell the truth about the severity of the issue that we're facing.
Yeah. I feel very patronised by you because I feel that I'm well aware of what the situation is and I don't see why millions of my fellow citizens should be inconvenienced.
If you understand
but let's just talk about this. Yeah, you want us to be carbon zero by 2025. In your view, what does that mean?
It means rapidly decarbonising the society. If we understand the severity of the issue, we would
give us some examples.
We would rapidly
What happens to air travel? What happens to foreign holidays?
We would only use air travel in emergencies.
Only use air travel in emergencies,
We can create mass city farms, solar panels, these things that can be done but are not being done because people don't understand the severity of the issue.
No holidays, no foreign travel, no foreign business.
The issue is about life and death.
No, I'm just asking you, that's what you're saying.
I understand, and I'm thinking about my brother. I'm thinking about the fact that me and him might not be able to have food in the future because we're facing starvation.
Speaking of food, no meat consumption by 2025, is that right?
I'm talking about mass starvation. I'm talking about
No, I'm asking you a question.
My future.
You're here to answer questions. Does that mean no meat consumption by 2025?
I'm here to tell the people
Does that mean no meat consumption by 2025, according to your rules?
It means a changed diet, and it means a whole different view.
It means no meat consumption.
It means a whole new way of how we look at life. And it means a whole new way for my future and for your children's future too. This is a serious issue.
You see, I'm talking to you, and you sound to me like a right-wing fascist. You sound like someone who wants to dictate to people how they live their lives.
We have 3 reasonable demands. That the government declares a climate and ecological emergency, as the government in Ireland has done.
You have demands.
Yes, we have 3 demands. The second is, as you've mentioned, to halt biodiversity or animals lost across the world who are dying out in the 6th mass extinction we haven't seen for millions of years. Animals are dying out faster than when an asteroid hit our planet. And the third is to create a citizens' assembly, a new democratic body of ordinary people.
I mean, we've actually got a democratic system. You want an alternative democratic system.
A new democratic system.
You're not
that
really
gives ordinary
democratic
people
at all, are you? You're
vote.
not giving people a choice about having their lives disrupted. You're not giving people a choice about what they think because you know that it's right. I mean, there's absolutely no democracy in this at all. This is...
Would you give an alcoholic a drink if you knew it was going to kill him?
Well, I don't think the great British public are alcoholics, and I think that's an offensive analogy.
I'm saying that people are going to die, and if we do not disrupt that possibility, then we are failing as a species. We're failing people. I care so deeply about the people in this world and all the life on it, and I will not see it die. I will not see it go this way.
So, half-term week, when Parliament isn't even here, you come here and you cause disruption in Westminster. You're not even getting your message across. You're just you're a load of incompetent, middle-class, self-indulgent people who want to tell us how to live our lives. That's what you are, isn't it?
Millions of people are going to starve, starting with those in Africa. We're seeing the effects that it's having right now. We face another hot summer this summer. and another El Nino effect, we're going to see the effects right here in the UK. People are not going to be able to put food on their plates, and I won't stand for that. And I won't stand for people that won't stand up for what it means to live on this planet, and I won't stand for anything else.
Jolly good, thank you. Well, some criminals will have...